It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Underway in this AFC wildcard weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Has him on a quick hitter. And he has him right near midfield here. He's about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And off from the pistol to Cook. And he gets it through the midfield stripe, but onto the Colts side of the field. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Another one for Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Tackle by Cam Taylor-Britt. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Working quickly here. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, he picked up the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
On first down, Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. They get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bills have a first down. Working quickly here. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
For the Bills field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Yes, it's 3, not 6, but to come away with anything on the first drive in the postseason on the road, it's a great start and a tough thing to do.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This offense now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go again with Taylor. There he goes on the right side. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Prater adds the PAT. And the Colts one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Big strike here to Moore. And he's down to almost, actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 3.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Here's a screen for Cook. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Offensive line fast.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Allen fires out wide complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Pick up the 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Cook trying this one up the gut. He's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Quick pass right side, complete. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Anthony Gould. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third-down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, play looks wide open for first and 10.
So first down from the 41. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. Well, great work by the defense there, Brock. Coverage keeping things tight downfield even as he extended the play, and as a result, they pick up the INT.
And the eyes were bigger than the stomach on that throw. It was as if he was committed to it right when he left the pocket. But if nothing opens up, you're going to pay for trying to make a throw that simply isn't there.
Brings up second and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Cook, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Yeah, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. There could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
First down throw for Allen. On the move, past the 40. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Gain 15 there. And that's good for a Buffalo first. All set to go now from the 35.
First down.
Allen now on first down. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Here's a give to Cook. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Catch made. And he stopped after a gain of about 5, and that's going to set him up with first and goal.
5-yard gain.
Goes to the hurry up here.
That's good for a Bills.
Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. Here's another for him. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth and goal.
Now run by Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on fourth and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Here's Gould on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Clock has ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He puts some juice. Big game downfield. Hits the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts tie it in the final minute of the half. Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead.
14. Bills 13.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball over the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Allen to throw. He dumps this off to Cook. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Taylor wrapped in to pick that one off. And the Colts take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Throw intended for Tyler Warren. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And they're stopping after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Prater puts it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He throws a bullet to... He's got it at the 30. He is down at the 30-yard line. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I try to remind you a time or two, kid, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Operating from It's Allen. Catch is made in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Cook scores, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Pass now to kick this away. Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Play action with Richardson. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, one play remaining in this half. One last play before the break.
Dragon 50. Come on.
One final shot before the half. Throwing this for the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Prater puts it through, and that's going to tie us up just before halftime. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10.
Let's go. 19 sight. 70.
Now Richardson to throw. Gets this one to Pierce. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down Colts. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Richardson on first and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take the lead right away in half number 2. Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield on their own side.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Allen on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first, guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you want to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. You still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
Here's Gould on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Forced out to his right. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. Oh, but this one bounces out of bounds. So in the end, no gain on the play.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. And sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for two negative plays.
Check it down to Taylor. Gets some space around midfield. Keeps himself upright. Jonathan Taylor. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts now lead by 10. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Colts drive their lead to 11. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for Bills. First down. A gain of 14. First down, Bills.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Play to number 2. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
We need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second and inches. Now Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. But still plenty of options left on third and short. This is Cook. Now the first down and even more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in a hurry up here.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Buffalo.
First down, and they go right back to it. Here he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a James Cook touchdown. His third of the game
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
For a two-point conversion.
Allen looking to throw this. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
34. Bills 31.
Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, check.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Three, Ryan. Ready.
He'll start on the ground. Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Short pass, Brian. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
Richardson
line.
now on first and 10. This underneath to Taylor. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Has it downfield working the left. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
Once more now, it's Richardson. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
4 yards.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Colts football, and they know they're only 1 quarter away from advancing here.
Okay,
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
70. Here we go, here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. From the left half, this would be 43 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air, Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. On the move, past the 40. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Bills, first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
On first down, Allen. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Fits it through the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First down.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst that you and your spotter do a play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Allen setting up play action. Buying some time right. And the defender comes away with it. And they're going to score. Pick 6, Indianapolis. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or 100-plus pick 6.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Second down. Here's Allen again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you more interceptions. I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Looking quickly here.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Bob, down inside the opposing 30. He's gained 11 on that play. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
65,
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So it's second down coming up. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
19.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts nearing a win here with a 14-point lead.
Got it. Ready?
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready?
They'll throw, third and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Jordan Hancock. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. We'll take over inside the red zone as he goes out on the return.
You could feel him, Kate. You could feel the convoy going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Later on for the PAT. He connects on the point after. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strip. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. First down throw for Allen. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bills first down.
Allen now on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Allen gonna throw again. Trying to push deep downfield. And they pick him off again! Cam Taylor-Britt kicks it off. And the Colts take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters. And this defense
Brought in inside the 20. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Prater adds the PAT. And the Colts continue piling onto this lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he goes out first to that 45-yard line.
translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. The throw again. It's Allen. Big strike here to Moore. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Official signaling for timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again. Allen. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
One final shot here. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every